Hey everyone, it's the Mike Rogers Show. Mike Rogers here with you. And if you like this video, I know this is kind of sudden and abrupt. If you like this video, please subscribe and like this video because today we have a very special guest in the studio. Well, not in the studio, but she's at her house. I'm at my house. And we have Ritsuko, who was the former bassist for Shonen Knife. Hey, Ritsuko. Hey.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good. 元気です。
元気です。OK。
元気です。
だいたいRitsukoさんの答えは、日本語でやっている僕。
はい、ごめんなさい。
大丈夫。So she says she's fine and everything, but it's not fine. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, so we're both sleepy.
Just a little.
Just a little.
ちょっとだけ。ちょっとだけ。
So, まず自己紹介してください。何でも。
はい。
はい。She's gonna introduce herself, okay?
はい。Hi. Hello. I am Ritsuko. Ritsuko です。私は少年ナイフの、元ベーシスト。I am a former bassist of 少年ナイフ。はい。で、now 今は、シンガーソングライターやりながら、作曲の勉強をしています。So,
okay, so she says she's the former bassist of Shonen Knife, and でも時々やってるでしょまだ Shonen Knife のベース。違う？
もう脱退しました。I left Shonen Knife.
Oh, okay.
Last years. 去年、はい。
まあみんなと喧嘩してないでしょ？
喧嘩はしてない。仲良し。
ナオコと喧嘩する人いないね。
はい、そうです、そうです。いないです。
I was just saying to her, she says she left Shonen Knife last year.
Yes.
And I was just telling her that Naoko, the lead singer from Shonen Knife. Oh, I interviewed Naoko yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's totally Guzen. It's totally
Guzen.
So I interviewed her yesterday and we both agreed nobody ever has a fight or an argument with Naoko because she's such a nice person.
Yeah.
So anyways, Ritsuko is now a singer-songwriter and she's, I guess, studying how to songwrite correctly. That's what she's doing. So, Ritsuko-san, when you say you're studying songwriting, what does that mean? You go to a school to do that, or what do you do?
スクールではなく、なんていうかな、作家事務所に入りました。だからエージェント for songwriting.
So wait a minute. So okay, this is.
And そしてコンペに曲をたくさん出しています今。
Oh, so she's in an agency of songwriters, and she submitted lots of songs to competitions.
Yes.
So wait a minute. これは面白い。こういうエージェンシーのことは、初めて聞いたよ。日本で、アメリカでは、60s 時代、ビーチボーイズとか、その時代は、そういうエージェンシーとかいっぱいあったよ。で、例えば、モンキーズの曲。
はい。
そのエージェンシーが全部モンキーズの曲、作曲、詞曲した。モンキーズは一曲も書いてなかったよ。
書いてない。
そうそう。ただ、それテレビに出て歌ってとか、私も大ファンだったけど、そういうものですか？あなた入ってる会社。
はい、そうです。はい、そのコンペで、アイドルの曲とか、はい、ほとんどコンペで決まります。決まるアイドルもいます。そういう。もちろんこの人に曲を書いてもらってってオファーをする場合もあると思いますが、私が出しているコンペはもうそのアイドルの歌う曲は全部コンペで決まってる
Wow. So, okay.
Wow.
So Litsuko says, this blows my mind. She writes these songs at this agency, and they often get offers to write songs for Japanese idol groups. So idol groups are, it's difficult for Westerners to understand, but they're like, young guys and young girls. They belong to a separate agency, and they sing songs too. But in Japan, it's still like it was in America, like in the 1950s, in the 1960s. The people who are singing the songs generally do not write the songs. I mean, they do for indies bands, but for these idols that you see on TV, they never do. So Litsuko, the former bassist of Shonen Knife, playing all that pop music, she is now writing music for idol singers.
Yes.
So is the guarantee good?
No guarantee.
Oh
No
no!
guarantee.
So you get paid.
Just writing a song and I submit to competition, and if I got a job, so
That's like my job.
maybe I have a lot of money, but now no guarantee.
That's man, Isko-san. That's the
はい。
same as my job. Same, exactly the same. If something becomes successful, then maybe I can get paid. But so I'm doing, doing this DJ on a lot of stations, and I'm just waiting for, and Corona does not help things at all. And I've had people wanting to be sponsors, but Corona, because of Corona, they said, no, we can't do it now. We can't do things now. So how has Corona, the COVID, how has that affected what you're doing and your job and everything?
やっぱりライブは減りましたよね。はい。ただ作家活動、コンペに曲を出すということには影響がありません。
Oh, so she says because of Corona or COVID, her live performances have really dropped to the floor. But there's still competitions for songwriting. で、このコンペは、
はい。
お客さん来るコンペですかとか。
No. Just submit.
Oh.
Email.
So you can write music? You write music?
そう。
You write music?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Hold on. So Litsuko-san, you played bass. You played bass in Shonen Knife, and you can write music. So I imagine you studied piano when you were a kid.
No.
No.
No. So I am making a music. DAW soft. Like Cubase.
And that writes the music for you?
Yes. No, not for competition. So I make a song for just competition. So
can you
も
can you sing us right now one of your favorite songs that you wrote? 今歌ってくれますか？
私の曲コンペの曲はダメ。コンペの曲は聞かせちゃダメなんです。
あ、そうですか。それはルールですか？
そういうルールです。コンペの曲はもう秘密。絶対に外に漏らしちゃダメ。たとえそれが受かってなくても。
そう
だからどんな曲を書いてるかはちょっと聞かせられないんですけど。
She writes these songs for this competition and sends them in, but it's a contractual agreement that there's an NDA, and so she can't, even if she's not chosen, she can't sing these songs before it's decided. So, wow.
So,
wow, that's that's really 大変。
大変ね。
はい。Because, you know, when you write a really cool song, you're like, I wrote this song, this is really cool. You want everyone to hear it, right? But you play it for your husband, right? Come on. 新しい曲作ったら
新しい曲作って家族とかに聞かせてる感じ。
そうそうでしょ。
家族にも聞かせてないね。
本当？
聞かせてません。はい。
わお、厳しい。厳しいね。
基本的にはまあ秘密だし、まあ家族に聞かすのちょっと恥ずかしいから。
うん。Okay, so
聞かさない。
So how did you get started in music when you were a little kid? Did your mom make you study or what? What did you do?
My father likes Beatles and 70s British music. So お父さんがすごい洋楽が好きで。お父さんがCD とかレコードを持っていて、はい、オールディーズ全集とか、まあ、ビートルズ全集青版赤版とか、
はい。So your dad liked the Beatles and all the 60s music and stuff like that. But just listening to music, how did you?
Yes, もう just listening.
So when did you pick up a bass? The first bass? When was that?
I started a guitar at university student.
Really?
Yes. 初めてギターを弾いたのが大学生の時で、大学生の時に軽音楽部、そう入って、
でもその音楽部に入る前に楽器とかやって
なかった。何もやってない。ピアノもやってない。
それはちょっと不思議じゃない？
不思議。ただもうjust like listening music.
So you guys, so she went to university to study music, and
not study music, but そう軽音楽部に入って I belong folk song club.
Oh, she couldn't play any instrument, and then that's how she became.
And I started a band, and I was a vocalist, just vocal. And then second grade 2回生の時に、ギターの先輩が辞めちゃって、ギターの先輩が4回生やったから。意味わかりますか？
わかる。
でギターの先輩が辞めちゃったからバンドというか卒業しちゃったから、私ギターを弾かなくてはいけなくなって、そこで、初めてギターをやりました。その時多分20歳かな、20歳の時。So I started playing guitar when I was 20 years old.
Wow. So she joined this club at university and was playing folk music or whatever. I don't know what. And there was a guitar player. He was a senior, but he quit the band and no one was there to play guitar. So she started playing guitar. 絶対男性は今はすごい後悔してると思う。
なんで？
リツコと一緒にバンドやってたけど、私が卒業してバンドやめて、今はどうしようとか。
全部女性ね、全部女性。
全部女性。
そう、女子大だったから、そう。
So, okay. So,
女子大。
So,
そう。
how did you, so you played in that band from 20, and then you graduated like what, 21 or 22 or something like that?
22.
So how did you just went to a school, you don't even playing the guitar for like 2 years. How did you meet Naoko from Shonen Knife, and how did that happen?
結構そこまでは長いというか、
説明して。
長いね。まず大学を 大学の時にやっていたバンド、キラキラスナイパーっていう名前のバンドをやっていて、
キラキラスナイパー。
キラキラスナイパーで、私はそこでギターボーカルをやっていました。そのバンドが、まあまあ、レコード会社の人から声をかけてもらったりして、
本当？
はい、本当。
Wait a minute. So she graduates from college. She makes a band called Killer Killer Sniper. And I guess the reputation was pretty high. A record label approached them and said, "Hey, I'd like to sign you guys." How does that happen? That never happened to me.
卒業グラディエイトじゃなくて在学中、学生の間にそのキラキラスナイパーというのをやっていて、でレコード会社から声かかったんですけど、キラキラスナイパーは、大学の卒業と同時に解散しました。キラキラスナイパーブローカー、when we graduated university、and then 私はその一人で、レコード会社に入ったというか、声をかけてもらって、ソロで音楽を作っていました。2年間ぐらい。
2年間
？2年間、たくさん曲を書きました。多分 almost 200 songs. I made 200 songs during 2 years at record label. But デビューできませんでした。
Okay, so this is an amazing story. So she graduated from college. Killer Sniper.
キラキラスナイパー。キラキラスナイパーで声をかけてもらったけど、バンドは解散しちゃっていろいろ事情があって。はい。で、私一人でレコードレーベルにちょっとお世話になってました。
That's unbelievable. Anyway, so she was in Killer Sniper, but Killer Sniper was just kind of like a band that they did, during their break times at university students. So they graduated. Killer Sniper breaks up. Before that, though, she was contacted by a record label company about the band and wanted to sign the band. But after they graduated, Killer Sniper broke up, and she went and approached the guy again from the record label, and she became a songwriter at this record label for 2 years. For 2 years, she struggled, wrote songs. She wrote like 200 songs. 200曲
?200 曲。1年に100曲。
すごいよ。And then she wrote about 200 songs, and they were going to debut her, but they didn't. So why didn't you debut? Why?
魅力がなかったからかなって
本当？
プロデューサー doesn't like me、気に入ってもらえなかった、プロデューサーに。で、デビューできなくて、でその時にもっとその時私はもうすでに24歳でした。
すごい年ですね。
24 years old、でもっと若い女の子に曲を書いたらどうかって言われました、その時に。だからもう、あなたはもう年だから年齢がもう24歳はもう年だからもうソロデビューは難しいから、もっと若い子に曲を書いたらどうかって言われたんだけど、私は自分で音楽がやりたかったから、そのレコード会社を辞めて、バンドをまた始めました。
All right. So let me explain this. So folks, so Litsuko was 24 years old, and they were planning on her having her solo debut, but the producer didn't like her for some reason we don't know. And so I guess her director, her agent said, "Well, you're 24 years old, and that's pretty old." And see, you have to understand Japanese society. At 24 years old, as like a pop star or something like that, that is kind of old. I mean, most people think that's old. For that, I don't. Yeah, at that time. So, her manager said, "Why don't you write songs for these younger girls that we're bringing up?" And she said, "No, I'm going to write my own songs, and I'm going to do it my way."
Yes. で、それ I started a new band called 京阪ガール。私は京阪ガールというバンドを始めました。始めたというか、ちょうどそのバンドがあったから辞めたっていうのもあるかな。自分の音楽が自分でバンドをやりたかったから、もうその若い子に曲を書くのは嫌だって言って、その時は辞めて京阪ガールというバンドを始めました。で、その京阪ガールを始めたのが多分25歳とか。で、
Okay, wait. So after that, she quit the record label. She went and started her own band called Keihan Girl.
Yes.
Okay, and then
25
years old. Old lady, very old lady.
At that time, 当時はもう25歳って言ったらちょっともう年だねって言われてたので、今はもっとね、そのぐらいの年の人たくさんいるんですけど、アイドルでも。昔は25歳って言ったらもう年だねって言われてて、でもその年から私はバンドをまた新しくというか、始めて、それが、私は当時仕事をしていました、大阪で。で、一緒にやってた相手の女の子が京都の女子高生、彼女は当時15歳とか16歳、出会った時は14歳でしたね。で、その女の子と新しくバンドを始めて、それが京阪。K is 京都。K means 京都 and 阪 means 大阪。京阪ガール。
So she started a band with a 15-year-old girl called Keihan.
It's crazy.
Okay, we're getting, folks. We're getting to Shonen Knife just a second. Okay, so then.
で、京阪ガールでCD をインディーズだけど出しました。で、その時京阪ガールをやっている時に少年ナイフが対バン募集オーディションというのをやってました。で、そのチラシを見て、フライヤーを見て、それに応募しました。京阪ガールで。なぜならbecause I was a big fan of Shonen Knife. I sent a fan letter and a demo tape to Shonen Knife office. 対バンしたいって。
So she's
そう、それがきっかけっていうか、それで少年ナイフと会えた。で、少年ナイフの事務所から連絡があって、で、私京阪ガールは少年ナイフと対バンをしました。少年ナイフのナイフデーパーティーって知ってますか？年に一度7月に毎年やっている少年ナイフのイベントのナイフデーパーティーにゲストで呼んでもらいました。
へえ。その音源ありますか？まだ。
ありますよ。
送ってください。
送ります。
とにかく OK。So she was a big fan of Shonen Knife and she wrote them fan letters and stuff like that. And one day, I don't know where she was. She saw a flyer. Shonen Knife is having like a, I don't know how to say Taiban. Battle of the Bands or something like that.
バトルバンド、そう、一緒にライブをする、そうか、オープニングアクトやね。
Oh, so they were having
a
contest for their opening act.
Yes, opening act.
Keihan Girl, she wrote to them and did it. She really wanted to do it, and that's how she became friends with Shonen Knife.
Yes.
And we're gonna come back to that. We're gonna talk about that in part 2 because this is very interesting talk. Let's go. And funny. This is very funny. So anyway, so I'm
はい。
Mike Rogers, and our guest today is Litsuko. Litsuko-san, I don't even know your last name. What can you tell us your last name or no?
Just Litsuko?
It's Litsuko. Okay.
Just
We're gonna-
Litsuko で。
We're gonna come back tomorrow with Litsuko, and we're gonna talk about part 2 and Shonen Knife, her career with Shonen Knife, and her brand new band, Mophing People, who will be playing November 19th at Shibuya La Mama with Palestaban and I don't remember who.
あと、Noodles。
Noodles, that's right, Noodles. And we'll be talking about that right after that. So if you like this video, please subscribe and like, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Thank you. Let's go.
Thank you.